Well, hello there. Hello, welcome back to the water. My name is Beast. Today we're back with good old IxSHE. I forgot. There we go. That's better. That's not good. Oh. Anyways, hello, welcome back to the water. My name is Beast. Today we're back with good old IxSHE. I don't remember if I've talked about this before, but I got Beidou in good old Genshin Impact, and really like playing as her. She's new best girl, especially since her idle animations is just pulling out a bottle of like alcohol and chugging it. So yeah. Anyways, anything I wanted to say? Oh yeah, weird thing with Genshin that I found out. Apparently, you can use PayPal on phone. On PC, however, not. For some fucking reason. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Anyways, is there anything else I wanted to say? I don't fucking remember right now. Oh yeah, I like listened to every single final boss soundtrack for the entire Yakuza series, including spin-offs as well as good old Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise and Judgment. I don't think I've actually gotten to those yet though. And at this point I need to say, like, my favorite boss themes in the Yakuza games are Pledge of Demons, Pledge of Demon, Two Dragon, For Whose Sake, A Scattered Moment, and the last one is from a spin-off I had not known about yet, being Black Panther 2, and the soundtrack itself is really good. The name itself, the name though, no. The name is not good. The name of the soundtrack is Born to Be Wild. Name it, like, the soundtrack itself is great. Just look up Yakuza Black Panther 2 Born to Be Wild and listen to it. You'll understand what I mean. Other than that, well, Scattered Moment is overall an amazing fucking boss theme, so same for Whose Sake. And I don't even need to talk about Pledge of Demons. I mean, like, the thing is, Pledge of Demons, you hear it for the first time in the first boss fight against Kuze. But it doesn't really stick until the second boss fight. And I'm 100% convinced that's because of the dynamic intro. So yeah, that's enough talking about random stuff now, because it's already been 3 minutes. Some people make videos that are over in 3 minutes. But alas, here I am. Luckily not here for 3 minutes today. 3 hours, I mean. I'm a fucking idiot. Our only job right now is to eat this bread we bought from the canteen together. At noon, I'd invited Yoshino to eat lunch with me in the student council room, just the two of us. We sit together, stuffing our cheeks with tuna sandwiches and melon buns, respectively. Why is that an issue? All we're doing is eating lunch together. That's not very convenient, convincing coming from someone who's basically glued to me. She avoids my eyes, but nonetheless rubs her shoulders against mine affectionately. You say that, but I've never seen you go all out and act like a spoiled girlfriend either.
照れるっていうか、恥ずかしいじゃない。
She barely ever shows me her soft side, so that's only to be expected. How can I get you to be honest with you? Honest with your desires, Yoshino. By the way, this won't be the first alcohol I drink today, because earlier today, while I was hanging out with a friend, I did drink a beer. So, I made yesterday a joke about having more to drink than usual. I actually do have more alcohol. I will, by the end of this recording, have more alcohol in my blood than I did yesterday.
それが分かったらとっくにやってるわよ。
At this rate, it feels like I'm forcing you to let me spoil you.
それは私の甘え方が下手くそだからだし、私も甘えたい気持ちはあるし、嫌な気持ちになってないから。ただ、どこまで甘えたらいいのかわからないっていうか、甘えすぎても自分がダメになりそうで。
Alright. You're already pretty hopeless these days, so that wouldn't change much.
ひどっ! そんなことないでしょ?
Who's the one who's been leaning on me this whole time because her body won't move below the neck? She pouts slightly and the warm feeling against my shoulder suddenly disappears. Oh, I thought you said you couldn't move.
はじめが意地悪するから動けるようになったんです。自覚がある分しっかりしないと。本当にダメになりそう。
You just have a somewhat extreme way of showing affection, Yoshino. But you are giving it your all in a sense.
私だってそこは気にしてるんだから。
The only problem is that she tends to fly off the handle at times. But it is cute seeing how flustered she gets when that happens. There, I won't tease you anymore, so come back.
やだ。
Fine. I'll just come over there.
やだ。今日はもう甘えないの。
That's a bit too extreme, isn't it? Feeling sulky, she hisses at me like an angry cat as I try to approach her. I could probably corner her with a hug if I wanted to, but then I really would be forcing her to let me spoil her.
もう意地悪しないって言っても、初めのことだから絶対してくるし。
Wow, do you really not trust me?
だって、どうせ私の反応を見て楽しんでるんでしょ?
Can't deny that.
いや、してよ!
Nice reaction, high five!
イエーイ! また測られた!
She flails her arms indignantly, like a child throwing a tantrum. Ah, so cute. I wouldn't say it was much of a trick, though. I just didn't expect to see you acting so spoiled, so I couldn't help but poke a bit fun.
もう、私の甘え方、そんなに変?
I wouldn't say that, but the way you start acting all shy about it halfway through just makes me want to tease you.
だって、実際恥ずかしいっていうか、照れちゃうのよ。
She hangs her head, unwilling to show me her bashful expression. I can still see her ears burning bright red, though. But if I tell her how cute I find all these mannerisms, embarrassment might be too much for her. You know, I can never see her face when we hug, but you're usually blushing when we do, right?
どうしてわかるの?
Well, there's a few telltale signs I've come to notice. Plus, I am your boyfriend. As her frustration, or perhaps her embarrassment, reaches a boiling point, the corners of her lips begin to quiver. No matter what embarrassing thing I say to her, her reactions always manage to top it.
それ、教えてよ。そっちだけ知ってるのずるい。
I feel like you'll make a fool of yourself again if I tell you, so I'm not sure I want to.
そうやって初めだけ私のこと知ってるのは不公平だわ。私だって、そっちが照れてるところとか見たいの。
Truth be told, you made my heart race plenty of times before, but she's always too embarrassed to notice. While I'm not good with surprise attacks for one, you might not realize it yourself, but you make my heart flutter quite often. She puffs out her cheeks and glares at me, but It isn't intimidating in the slightest. Maybe there's something wrong with me because no matter how hard I try, I can only find it adorable. Why do you look so unhappy?
付き合い始めの頃は、確かにドキドキしてるところあった気がするけど、信じられない。
Really? Man.
なんてね、ちょっと意地悪だったかな。いつもされてる側だから、仕返ししてみたけど、怒った？
Since she's not used to being the one doing the teasing, her disgruntled expression from earlier quickly changes into one of uncertainty. She stiffens, frightened that she'd messed up somehow, but looking rebellious in her own way. Still, that's what makes her so cute. If you're gonna get that worried, you shouldn't have tried it in the first place.
はい、すみませんでした。
She slumps into feet, but I give her a hug and pet her head. Whenever I see her so vulnerable, it tickles some protective instinct inside me, making me want to look after her. Promise you won't do it again?
もうしないんで、このまま抱きしめてください。お願いします。
Whoops. Good. You're finally being honest.
こうやってどんどんダメになっていくのね。
There's nothing wrong with acting a little spoiled from time to time. Go ahead and enjoy it. Sometimes I feel like spoiling you too, you know? So, try not to worry so much. Just let your selfishness take over. I'll be happy to pamper you as much as you want.
こんな風に？
Yep, as long as you're fine with it.
全然嫌じゃない。なら、もうしばらく、このまま頭撫でてもらっていい？
Sure thing.
ありがとう。
She's so cute. It's not often we get a chance to be alone with each other like this, so we ought to make the most of it. Till the bell rang for class, the two of us enjoyed this special lunchtime together.
IxSHE テル。
I think that was it for me. I threw a glance towards the clock. Seeing as it's already past 11 p.m., I apparently spent nearly 2 hours studying. Well, since I'd already taken a bath, all that's left to do is call it a night. Still, I wonder if I should be spoiling Yoshino this much. The thought had been nagging at the corner of my mind. Even while I'd been studying, they mixed up mind and my there, I think. I told her it was fine to act spoiled sometimes, but I don't want her being on guard around me, or thinking I have some kind of ulterior motive. Just something I could do to make it a more natural part of our relationship. Yoshino? Pull up my phone to look at her message. It's a single line that reads, "Come to the lounge." It's past lights that time already, so she must have something she wants to say to me in private. Given the lateness of the hour, I quietly open my door and tiptoe towards the lounge.
ああ、こっちこっち。
I hadn't spotted her in the darkness, but she already appears to have arrived. It's over the wait. What you want to talk about? Is it something important?
ああ、本当は明日とかでもよかったんだけど、早めに伝えた方がいいかなって思って。
More than unusual, there's a seriousness in her eyes that makes me straighten up and listen carefully. The darkness at the lounge does little to ease my tension. Doesn't sound like she wants to break up or anything, but still.
その、昼休みの件で。
We did spend a bit of time together. Was there something that happened to warrant such a grave expression on her face?
私ね、このままじゃダメだと思うの。やっぱり甘えっぱなしになっちゃいそうで、このままじゃお荷物になっちゃうわ。
What? Don't be silly, I'd never think of you that way.
ありがとう。はじめはいろいろ気を使ってくれて、私が甘えやすいようにしてくれるし、すごい嬉しいよ。でも、このままはじめに甘えてたら、会長を支える副会長としては失格でしょ？
Overthinking things. Student council business is student council business. The truth is, you do a great job at supporting me at work. Besides, I thought you were against letting our private lives interfere with our public lives.
そう言われるとそうなんだけど。ダメなの。ここは私のプライドの問題。
Yoshino might be my vice president in name, but that sort of hierarchy has no place in a romantic relationship.
プライドって言うと大げさだけど、私もね、はじめのことは信頼してるし、尊敬もしてる。はじめは分かってると思うけど、誰かの信頼を得るってとても大変なことよ。
Of course, without that trust, I wouldn't have been able to become student president. Present, yes. Student council president.
だから言っちゃえば、はじめは私の恋人でもあり、目標にしたい人でもあるの。
I am?
うん。私もはじめみたいに、みんなに頼られる人になりたいなって。ほら、お父さんの話はこの前ちょっとだけしたじゃない？
About him being a teacher that all his students are admired?
ええ。でも今の私じゃ、まだまだあんな風にはなれないし、はじめを見てると、今のままじゃダメだなって思ったりもして。だからね、まずは私も、はじめの恋人として、胸を張れるようになりたい。なろうって決めたの。
Her eyes glisten with determination. Right? Well, if that's what you've decided, I'll do everything I can to support you. Yeah?
そのことで一つだけ、いい？
Sure.
こんなの自分で決めたことだし、わがままなのは分かってるんだけど、お願い、私に協力してほしいの。
We've taken quite a roundabout path to finally get here, but once Yoshino has her heart set, there's no dissuading her. This might be the same thing as letting me spoil her. But the fact remains that she's relying on me. So in other words, you're saying it'll affect your work if I spoil you more than necessary, so you don't want me to spoil you anymore. Is that right?
そういうことじゃないけど、一人じゃきっとうまくできなくて、はじめだけじゃなくて、いろんな人に迷惑がかかっちゃうと思うの。だから、私が恋人としても、会長の補佐としても、しっかりできるようにフォローしてほしいの。勝手なお願いだってわかってるけど、こんな風にお願いできるの、はじめしかいなくて。
Oh my god, I just remembered that I still need to put the goddamn salmon into the fridge. This makes it sound like I'm literally just have like a piece of salmon just lying in the middle of the fucking kitchen. That's not the case. He's currently in the freezer, but he basically has to thaw before I put him in the pan. So I'm planning on putting him in the fridge overnight. Oh my god, now I remember. Because while I was over at my friend's place, we were basically just sitting there chatting while watching different meme compilations on YouTube. That's basically almost always what we do when we meet. Like go to the supermarket, buy some snacks, and maybe some daily necessities if we just happen to each like if either of us just happens to need something. For example, I stocked up my supply on like 5-minute noodles. So yeah, cup noodles. That's the fucking phrase. Basically, one of the meme compilations. That was like that clip where you just see that Asian guy just walk down an aisle next to a bunch of fridges. Just keeps walking, just leans onto one of the fridges. I love refrigerators, and I don't know why, but that kills me. Anyways. So good. Thanks for opening up to me. If you're that determined, then I'll give you my full support.
はじめ。ありがとう。
You're trying your best. Of course, I'd be happy to help. I do have one condition, though. Think you can promise me something?
うん。何？
From here, you'll separate being my vice president from being my girlfriend. I want you to be able to switch off when we're together. Once our term in the student council is over, we won't be president or vice president anymore. We'll just be a regular couple, so there's no need to stand on ceremony.
ええ、わかったわ。私も、そうね。そんな風にはなりたくないし。
Good. Looks like we're back to starting a new adventure tomorrow. I haven't felt this excited in a long time. It's the first time you've relied on me for anything, so I'm gonna do everything I can to support you. Or were you thinking that I'd refuse?
だって、こうやってちゃんとお願いするの初めてだし、フォローって言っても何してもらえばいいかわかんないし、そんな状態でお願いしても、初めは困るかもって思ったし。
You're slowly learning to rely on me in your own little way. A sense of pride and the desire to live up to your expectations wells up within me. I'd better take the initiative if I want to ease her worries. Her grief. You try to do too much by yourself sometimes. If you're ever unsure of what to do, just come talk to me, and we'll figure it out together. Or better yet, you'll find other people who you can rely on. Seeing her on the verge of tears, I wrap my arms around her and softly stroke her back to calm her down. It's rare that she ever relies on anyone but herself, to the point where even our teachers had advised her to learn how to rely on others. I understand that you want to get your act together. But why now, all of a sudden?
きっかけは、特にないかな。前から思ってたというか、ちょっとした意識改革みたいな。
Hold on, how much content on Yoshino-Route do we have at this point? Let me check this real quick. That didn't work. Oh, whoops. Let's try this again. Hello? Oh, they're fucking full screen! I can't access them! Hold on. I should be able to do something, though. Fuck. Boom. Haha! Yes. Let's go to good old YouTube's. Oh my god. I just opened YouTube and what do I see in my subscription box? Giorno's theme with golden rings. Yeah. That's apparently a thing. And why is there yes, that's why that's in the recommendations, because melody. Ah, yes, bubble wrap bondage. That's not something I expected to read today. Intriguing. Anyway, so say like roughly like half an hour in that part. We have 2 hours, 4 hours overall already. I feel like we should be able to finish it this part. Potentially only. Like, I'm not sure.
今まで甘えるってこともしたことなかったし、どんな風にすればいいのかわからないってのもあったけど、誰かを頼れるようにならないと 自分を頼ってもらえないかもなって思っちゃって。
That's true. Just needs to be a two-way street. But everyone in the student council relies on you all the time, don't they?
逆に生徒会以外ではあんまり、寮長の仕事はいくつか頼まれるけど、その立場にいなかったら声かかるかわかんないし、はじめは私と違って周りの人から人徳もあるし、自然と人が集まってるし、まあそんな感じ。
Given Yoshino's uptight personality, I get the feeling she's overestimating my social prowess simply because she trusts me so much. But I hate to correct her, especially since she seems so motivated.
あなたの隣にいて釣り合うような女性になりたいわね。その将来的にもね。
Our future!
あ、いや、その、はい。
We touched upon this topic a few times before, but it makes me happy to know that she's serious about me. She's thinking about our future together, even while dealing with all this turmoil inside her. Still, talk about unexpected. I want a future with you, together with you too, Yoshino. In that sense, I've got a lot of things I need to work on as well. You're not the only one who wants to improve, so let's do our best together, alright?
一緒に？私不器用だから、自分のことで手一杯になっちゃうかもしれないよ。
I'll let you know if that ever happens, so don't worry. Besides, two heads are always better than one. We can support each other better that way.
まったく、初めてば私に対して甘すぎない？
Am I? I just thought I'd be more motivated with you by my side.
そういうことにしておくわね。
Feeling better now after talking things over?
おかげさまでね。
Her response was brief, but it was easy enough to read her feelings from a single glance at her expression.
付き合ってもらってこんなこと言うのもおかしな話だけど、明日寝坊しないようにね。
Must be pretty tired. You don't usually stay up this late.
実はちゃんと話せたって思ったら安心して眠くなってきた。でももう少しだけこうしてていい？
Right. Just for a bit though. Can't have you falling asleep here.
ありがとう。
Although the warmth of her body starts lulling me to sleep too, I can't help but want to stay like this as well. For a short while longer, we continue holding each other in the dark, empty lounge.
結城先輩、茶道部の部長と同じクラスでしたよね。そうだけど。お手数ですけど、このファイル渡しておいてもらえますか？前に部長さんから頼まれた資料が入ってますので。オッケー。ねえねえ、ところで、明日の放課後予定空いてる？明日ですか？明日ならちょうど空いてますけど。駅前のスイーツショップで期間限定のブルーベリーシュークリームが出てるんだけど、興味ない？私もそのシュークリーム気になってたんですよ。行きます行きます。会長、最近山吹さんといいことあった？
Nothing particular. Why?
なんかさ、ちょっと雰囲気変わったっていうか、話しかけやすくなった感じがしてね。彼氏となんかいいことあったのかなって思ってさ。
It's been several days since that late night conversation, and we're currently on our way to the student council room for the club president's meeting after school. As for Yoshino, she seems to be the talk of the school, many people echoing the same ideas this girl is. I think you're better off asking Yoshino herself for details, but the gist of it is, she's learned how to rely on other people a little more.
山吹さんも責任感が強いというか真面目だね。
She can be a bit awkward at times, but that's what makes her so cute.
はいはい、ごちそうさま。その可愛さはまだよくわかんないけど、今度遊びに誘ってみようかな。
take her to a few different places, and I'm sure you'll understand soon enough. I can tell that Yoshino's reputation as a stick in the mud is gradually starting to crumble. If people keep showering us with questions, that reputation might even disappear completely.
はじめ、今日の部長会議だけど。って、話し中だった？
It's okay, she was just telling me about how much more sociable you've been lately.
私が？実感ないけど、そんなに変わった？いやー、二人が付き合ってからはいろんな意味で話しかけにくかったし。いろんな意味でってどういうこと？私なんか変だった？
She's probably referring to that time you were staring at my picture on her phone. You know, that time you called me a chimp. He's still hanging that over her.
あれは、彼氏ができたら誰だってやるでしょ？
Do what? Called him a chimp? You won't even deny it now? Fine. If it's a chimp you want, it's a chimp you'll get.
いやいや、やらないでしょ。やだ。嘘、本当にやらないの？
Apparently the girls have differing opinions, so they look to me in confusion. No, they really don't.
教室であれはないでしょ。顔にやけるし、そんな顔見られたくなくない？それは、教室ではじめと話すと、四六時中独占してる気がして気遅れしてたというか。あ。
See? Cute, right?
何？山吹さん、想像以上にピュアじゃん。いつもこんななの？こんなって何よ。彼氏がかっこいいんだからこうもなるわよ。しかもナチュラルにのろけてる。
Sounds like you two have a lot of fun on a... It sounds like you two would have a lot of fun on a girls' night out.
うん。これはちょっと、いろいろ聞きたいかも。聞かれても、プライバシーとかあるし、全部は話せないわよ。
I don't think Yoshino likes it even when I'm too pushy. I don't think Yoshino likes it even when I'm too pushy. So try not to pester her too much, alright?
オッケーオッケー。じゃあ近いうち、女子会しようね。ええ、楽しみにしてるわね。
Smile unfurls across Yoshino's face as she watches our classmate leave, waving goodbye. She must be pretty excited. First her date with Yuki, tomorrow after school. Now this girl's night out. Now this girl's night out. Nothing like this has ever happened to her before.
ねえ、私そんなに雰囲気変わった？
If I had to choose yes or no, I'd answer yes. But if you don't feel any different yourself, that's perfectly fine as well.
それもそうね。部長会のこともだけど、明日の放課後、結城先輩とスイーツショップに寄って帰るから。
Skipping student council to buy sweets? You're getting pretty responsible, ain't you?
不真面目？女の子らしくなったって言ってちょうだい。
I love that smug look on her face. Well, even if we get any new work tomorrow, I'm sure we'll be able to handle it. Go have fun.
そういうことなら、お言葉に甘えさせてもらうわね。お二人とも、もうすぐ会議が始まりますわよ。デートのご相談でしたら、会議が終わった後にしていただけますか？デート？違うわよ。
Sorry, Kosuke, we're coming.
なんで初めは平然としてられるのよ。今絶対茶化されたわよ。
She did say she wanted people to tease her before, so I'm guessing she's rejoicing on the inside.
普段ならもう会議室にいるはずですのに、今日はどうされましたの？
Something like that. It's nothing though. Maybe it won't be long till Yoshino is popular. My mouth naturally curls into a smile at the thought. Though Kosuke looks at me curiously, I pay her no mind and continue on towards the student council room. Oh! I will never stop just praising the fucking cuteness that is that. I act as if you saw me point at that. Maybe I should look over the planning documents one more time, just in case. Lately, the entire school's been in a festive mood as we draw closer and closer to the Christmas party. Maybe it has something to do with all that square dance practice we've been doing in class. But since the student council is involved with running the event as well, I should read up on some of the details while I can.
会長、ちょうどよかったっす。
What's up?
どうもです。
When I entered the student council room, I find Aqua sitting with one of Yoshino's old supporters. I don't see her around here that often, so I'm curious what this is about.
会長に用があるらしくて、今連絡しようとしてたとこなんすよ。
Me?
はい。今日は会長にお話があってきました。
I've spoken to her before, have I? Well, anyways, thanks for showing her in, Aqua.
いいっす、いいっす。じゃ、俺は用が終わったんで、外出てきますね。
Okay. This is the first time we've spoken face to face, isn't it?
ですね。
Since we're originally on opposing sides of the romance issue, it's a little awkward being alone together like this. Are you sure you want to talk to me and not Yoshino?
はい。用というか、聞きたいことというか、ちなみに、吉野って今日は生徒会お休み？
She should be here soon enough. I think she is just running a little late.
そっか。
I get the vague feeling that this is something to do with my relationship with Yoshino. Is this something you don't want her to overhear?
そうかな。できればあの子に余計な心配かけたくないし。
Nothing particular springs to mind, though. If you'd like to talk, I'm willing to listen.
なんで鍵かけたんですか？
What do you mean? I thought this was something you didn't want anybody to overhear.
なるほど。誰もいない密室で。
へへへ、叫んだって誰も助けには来ないぜ。
みたいなことするわけじゃないのよね。
I get where Yoshino got that from there. Are all of Yoshino's friends like this? Of course not!
本当にしないのよね。
Why do you sound like you want me to? I don't know if I can handle this myself. Yoshino, please, hurry! At the very least, she's not treating me antagonistically, which is a relief. So, what do you want to ask me?
会長もすでになんとなく想像できてると思うんだけど、あなたと山吹さんの関係についてよ。
Right, I kind of figured. But from the way you're acting, I can tell you're not here to lodge a complaint.
そっか。本当はね、会長が私たちに不快感持ってたらどうしようか、ちゃんと話聞いてくれるのか自信なくて。
Okay, where's the second one? The thing is, I should probably stop. Should I? Hold on, I need to figure out how drunk I am. No lightheadedness. I'm only starting to feel a little warm. Should still be fun, I suppose. The thing is, I don't want to get actually drunk off my keyker. Like, I do not want that at all. Of course not. You and your friends seem to know a side of Yoshino that I don't, so I've been meaning to ask you a few things about her as well.
そうなんだ。ならよかった。
If only I'd gotten to know her friends sooner, I might have been able to prevent that awkward and misunderstanding earlier.
まあ、不満というか、でっかい不安はあったけどね。
She's barely hanging out with them anymore. Well, I guess it's only natural when two members of the student council start dating.
というか、吉野の方。私たちも恋愛には反対だったけど、それ以上に吉野がね、どうしようもないくらい不器用でしょ？だから、あんなんで本当に恋人とうまくいくのかなって心配で、会長に捨てられたらどうしようって、みんなでフォローする準備だってしてたんだから。
You don't need to worry about that.
わかってる。あの放送を聞いて、みんなで もう大丈夫かなって話したの。
We're once adversaries, so it honestly makes me happy to see such a natural smile out of her.
で、まあ、ここからはちょっと真面目な話というか、吉野に聞かれたくないのはここだったんだけど。
I'm listening.
今の前置きで分かってもらえたと思うんだけど、私たちは二人を否定するつもりは一切ないの。でも、会長としては、生徒会の二人が交際することで、生徒会として示しがつかなくなるとは考えない？
Well, I can't say I've been perfect, but I assure you that I'm always trying to be a good role model for our students.
そう。ね、これは、たまたま学食で先輩たちが話してるのを聞いたんだけど。
No one else in the rooms. No one else is in the room beside us. She lowers her voice conspiratorially.
生徒会役員が風紀を乱すようなことになれば、今回の解禁を撤回せざるを得ないかもって。実際、学園側が動いてるって言ってたの。
What?
確証はないけど、気をつけた方がいいと思うわ。実際、もう一部では噂になりだしてるし。
Seriously. I suppose for every teacher who had supported lifting the ban on romance, there were still those who want to preserve the old traditions. So basically they're now trying to actively find faults with you just to put it back in. But I instantly knew that no good would come of these rumors spreading.
恋愛解禁を否定してた私が言えたことじゃないけど、また恋愛禁止になるんじゃないかって不安がってる子たちがちらほら出てきてるみたい。
He said these rumors were already beginning to circulate, but how far have they spread?
私の周りは特にそういうとこがあるから、それなりにって感じかな。
Crap. If what she says is true, I'm already one step behind. I had a feeling something like this would happen sooner or later, but I'm clearly too late to prevent it. That it's come to this, I'm gonna need to think of a plan and fast. Thanks for telling me all this. I'll try to take appropriate measures.
頑張ってね。って言っても、私は吉野を心配してるだけであって、会長を心配してるわけじゃないんだからね。
Yeah, I know.
いくら会長でも、吉野の友達として、あの子を悲しませたら許さないから。それは覚えといてね。
Yes, ma'am. But would you mind if I asked you for one last favor?
何を？
If worst comes to worst, can I count on you for your support?
当然よ。むしろ、遠慮なく頼りなさいよね。
Well, the door to the parlor slowly creeps open as Yoshino pokes her face into the room. She was here the whole time, huh?
だって私たち、吉野を大切に思ってる気持ちは変わらないんだから。
Uh-oh, this would be a bad moment for her to turn around. But thanks, you've been a huge help, but
何よ。今さら不満でもあるの？
not exactly.
ん？
Following my line aside, she slowly looks behind her.
ありがとうね。そんなに心配してくれてたなんて、すごく嬉しいかな。でも、やっぱり恥ずかしいわね。
I think it's sweet. Not every day you get to open up like this. Squeeze.
いいわけあるか
Yoshino's friend leaps forward and grabs you by the collar. He's close enough that I can nearly feel her breath on my face. Naturally, her face is redder than a tomato.
ちょっと会長、吉野って来てないんじゃなかったの？
You're the one who said that, actually!
最近、応接室の掃除をしてなかったから、昼のうちにパパッとやっとこうかなって思って。それと、私もみんなのこと、大切な友達だと思ってるからね。
Looks weird. Hey, where are you going? The girl lets out another strange cry before dashing from the room at full speed. Assuming she'd been listening in from the beginning, Yoshino must have heard all of what we've talked about. I guess I don't blame her. Probably react the same way if my friends heard me talking to like that. Apologize to her later. Apologize to her for me later, will you?
そうね。まさかあんな気持ちを聞けるなんて、正直驚いてるけど。
Now there. She draws closer, wrapping her arms around me gently. You okay?
私、あんな風に心配してくれるみんなを不安にさせたくない。
Me neither. Don't worry, you won't let them bring back the ban on romance.
はじめ、好き。
Just been really touched by what you said, huh? It's okay, you can cry. It's just you and me here.
バカ。
Why does this kill me? Like, just looking at this out of context, it kills me. I could be, oh my, I'm going to be mean. I'm literally just going to post this without any words. Just this. And hope people will get very angry. Despite her words, her face stays buried in my chest as her shoulders begin to shake. Just like that, I held her and stroked her back until her tears subsided.
IxSHE テル。
What this is about? Miminin hardly ever calls for a meeting this early in the morning. As soon as I'd stepped foot in class, her voice blared out over the PA system, calling me to the student council room. To the best of my knowledge, this must be about the ban on romance being reinstated. There's been a lot of talk about it going on lately. It's been less than 3 days since Yoshino's friend paid me that visit, but it seems like the rumors are finally becoming a reality. Talk of the romance ban being reinstated, talk of the romance ban being reinstated has spread throughout the entire campus. Everywhere I go, the very air seems to tingle with tension.
Oh! Ina! Kaichou ga kita zo! Kaichou!
Huh? Whoa! Hold up! What's going on? By the looks of it, every single student who'd heard the announcement had gathered in front of the student council room. The instant I look up, I'm surrounded by a throng of people.
なあ、会長！恋愛解禁が撤回されるって本当なのか？
最近みんなそんな話ばっかりだし、本当にまたダメになっちゃうの？
The Dark Ages?
せっかく自由に恋愛できるようになったのに、その勝手、いくら学園でも許されません。
会長だって撤回されたら困るだろう。ここは学生運動を起こして学園に対抗するしかないって。
これからその話するんだろ。俺たちにも聞かせてくださいよ。
Please, everyone, calm down. I can't answer you all at once. Besides, I don't even know what this meeting is about yet.
でも会長だって解禁の撤回でみんな不安になってるのは知ってますよね。
Don't worry, guys, I know. I haven't heard anything on the matter yet myself, but rest assured, I will let you know the moment I do. So please, I ask you to trust me and wait for more news.
会長がそう言うなら。
もし力になれることがあるなら、俺も喜んで協力するからさ。その時は遠慮なく言ってくれよな。
Well, thank you. Looking satisfied for now, the students return to their classrooms. Oh, it was pure chaos out there.
俺が来た時はそんな集まってなかったんすけどね。
But entering the student council room, I see that Yoshino and Hakuwa have already arrived.
と、まあ二宮くんも来たことだし、三崎浜の二人はまだだけど、時間もないから始めよっか。と言ってもこんな状況だし、急に集まってもらった理由、もう分かってるよね。
Rumors about the ban on romance coming back, I'm assuming. That only really sunk in just now.
一応先生たちも対応策を考えたり、再度禁止にならないように頑張ってるけど、この状態が続いて、生徒たちの不安がひどくなるようなら、一度規制をかけるかもしれないって。
規制って具体的に何をするんすか？
今のところは何もしないよ。だって、学園側に撤回するつもりなんてないもん。
Wait, what? They don't? I thought for sure that's what this meeting was about.
100何年かの歴史をわざわざ変えたのに、これでまたコロコロ変えてたら、学園の信用にもつながるし。
Suppose that's true.
まあ、どっちかっていうと、ありもしない噂を抑えるための注意って感じかな。ほんと困るんだよね。こっちだって暇じゃないのに、そんなありもしない噂流されちゃうとさ。
It looks like Yoshino's just as surprised as I am. But while it seems we can breathe a sigh of relief for now, the thing is, the fact that they were so worried about it would be extremely suspicious to the school. Because they're so worried. Like, this is about, hey, maybe the executive's relationship is cause for worry because it'll be bad. Them being worried tells the school they secretly did something that would be something extra, like to worry about. Like something large enough that would warrant the ban on romance coming back. Them being worried like that is extremely suspicious. So yeah, like if they should have just straight up looking out at the students, there's no need to worry. Even if the school decides to step in, me and Yoshino haven't done nothing to in any kind of way suggest that this ban of romance was a bad decision for the school. Not a single thing. We believe we've only done the right thing. So if the school tries to use us as a reason to reinstate it, we will firmly fight against it. For we have done nothing wrong. Just have confidence then. Because otherwise it gets suspicious. Because, oh, if he's so worried, he must have done something to, you know... he must have done something to, you know, warrant the worry. But well, it seems I already read that something must have caused these rumors to spread in the first place, and we need to stop them from spreading any further. Of course, I can't rule out the possibility that Yoshino and I are to blame. Well, either way, we can't leave the situation as it is.
そうね。このまま混乱が大きくなれば、授業にも支障が出るでしょうし。
However, if someone had deliberately started these rumors as part of a plot to bring back the ban on romance, it would make dealing with this a lot harder. I don't want to have to play a game of cat and mouse. It wouldn't reflect very well on the ban of romance being lifted, and would undermine everything I've said in my speech after lifting the ban. In any case, we'll have to wait for Kosuke and the others to arrive before we can hear their opinions.
一旦お話をまとめると、現状の混乱さえ沈めてしまえば、規制をせずに済む、ということですわね。学園側としては、一度決めた決定を簡単には覆すことはないって伝えられればいいんだけどね。ほら、わかるでしょ？こういう時って学園側が出ていくと、ちょっと印象きつくなっちゃうし。
So we need the student council to do the explaining instead. After giving Alba and Kosuke a brief overview of the situation, we'd all reached a general consensus. It seems there was no avoiding it. We'd have to make a school-wide speech to both Kensuke and Misaki-hama. In that case, how about today after school? If you could get me permission to use the auditorium to hold a special assembly, that would be great. Incidentally, do you think it'd be possible for the other teachers to attend as well?
放課後は特に職員会議もないし、むしろこの状況だからね。収集つけるためなら、誰も反対しないと思うよ。
Great. Let's get to it. We've got a lot of preparations to make, people.
はい。
Even if most students are convinced that the rumors were false. The biggest problem for us would be if someone had deliberately started those rumors in bad faith.
そうですね。私としても、そんなことはないと信じたいけど。でもなんでそれが問題なの？
Because whoever did it would undoubtedly have some sort of motive. After that incident a few days ago, I'm sure Yoshino understands what I mean as
じ
well.
ゃあさ、それって副会長の友達ってことはないの？恋愛解禁に反対だったんだし、可能性はあるでしょ？それは。
I don't think so. I've already considered that. But it's hard to imagine they'd shoot themselves in the foot like that when they're the first people we'd suspect. Yoshino's face had gone rather pale. It's only the natural assumption to make. Yoshino must have realized that too. Nevertheless, that doesn't mean Alba's assumption is correct either. In the first place, we don't even have conclusive evidence yet that these rumors were started with ill intentions.
ですわね。ここで私たちが疑心暗鬼に陥っては、大切な事実を見落とす可能性もありますわ。
Couldn't have said it better myself. I don't know why, but for some reason, just that sentence didn't make sense to me for like a solid second. Our objective, first and foremost, is to bring these rumors under control, not search for their origins. Especially you, Aqua, Alba. If anybody starts asking you those sorts of questions, I'm going to need you to keep that in mind.
了解っす。まあ聞かれることもないと思いますけど。
とりあえず、あいつ、私たちの鬼を信じろって言っとけばいいんでしょ？
Sure, as long as you get the message across. I'm sure most Misakiyama students would be going to Kosuka with their questions anyways, so I shouldn't have to worry on that front. Is there anything... Is that alright with you, Yamabuki?
問題ないです。
Looks like the worry is starting to get to her. It's come to this, we need to get things under control before more people get the wrong idea, like Alba. With that in mind, though, we used what little time we had before class to devise a plan of action, along with points to be discussed at the after-school assembly.
IxSHE テル。はじめ、ちょっといい？
Fitting a tug at the sleeve of my uniform, my feet come to a stop, and so comes this video for a few seconds, because, I need to take a quick break. Be right back. There we go, back from my little break. Let's keep going. Perhaps my words this morning had gotten through to them. Hadn't been much of a commotion among the students following the announcement of the assembly. Thankfully, the school day had come to an end without incident, and Yoshino-9 now make our way towards the auditorium.
今日の集会のことなんだけど。
Don't worry. I just have to explain to the students that their fears are groundless. As long as I choose my words carefully, I'm sure they'll believe us.
ごめん。そういうことじゃなくて。
Then what's wrong?
ね、もしもよ。今回の噂が、ただちょっとした話に尾ひれがついて広まっちゃって。
Whoops.
誰も予期してなかったものだったとして。
That's the natural thing to do. You do not want to make it seem like somebody has spread the rumors with the intent of it blowing up in order to cause trouble without, like, being 100% sure that this happened. And even then, you don't want to share it. Want to seek out the person afterwards and punish them with as little people knowing as possible. Because this is how bullying starts.
きっときちんと説明したらみんな誤解だってすぐに分かってくれると思うの。
Yeah, except you're right.
でもね、だからこそ青葉さんみたいに疑いを持つ人もいると思うの。誰かがわざと噂を流したんじゃないかって。
She must be feeling concerned about that friend of hers. In short, you're worried people might blame those students who'd originally been against lifting the ban of romance, and accused them of deliberately spreading these rumors in order to send the student body into a panic.
ええ。
It's a cycle that's repeated countless times throughout history. Whenever problems arise, people need to blame someone for blame I need someone to blame for things going awry. I can't say for sure that won't happen this time around
でも
either.
もし疑われるとしたら、その原因は私にもあると思うの。
What?
だからお願い。今回のスピーチ、私にやらせてほしいの。
Wait, slow down. You end up taking most of the blame in that situation, you know that?
わかってる。でも今の私は恋愛が悪いことだけじゃないってこともちゃんとわかってる。だからお願い。私にけじめをつけさせてほしいの。
Given their previous stance on romance, appearance certainly might make our speech a lot more persuasive. That's not guaranteed. It's just a guess, but I think Yoshino simply wants to look out for a friend the same way she was looking out for her the other day. To show her friends that she cares as deeply about them as they care about her. Something along those lines. Alright. I'll let you handle this, Yoshino.
本当にいいの？
That's my question. Are you sure you're ready for this?
ええ。これは私の口から言わないと、きっと伝わらないことだと思うから。
Alright. Guess I'll be the one supporting you from the sidelines this time then.
はじめ、ありがとう。
Don't thank me just yet. Thank me once we settled all this for good. Come on, let's hurry. Everyone's waiting for us in the auditorium. Many students will be wondering why it's Yoshino stepping up to the podium and not me, the president of the student council. The stakes have gotten quite high, to be honest. I'm sure she's taking them into consideration. In which case, all I can do is support her with everything I have as student council president, the way she usually supports me as vice president.
なあ、今日の臨時集会ってまた恋愛が禁止になるかもって噂についてだろ？
詳しくは発表されてないけど、間違いなくそうだよな。
でも、会長は心配しなくていいって言ってたし、私は会長を信じるよ。
そうだよね。会長は恋愛解禁だってやってのけたんだし、きっと今回も守ってくれるよ。
When we arrive in the auditorium, more than half of the school has already gathered, chatting away noisily. The mood in here doesn't seem too pessimistic at least. Those things I taught the crowd of students this morning must have spread around school as well.
二宮くん、もう少ししたら先生方も揃うから、あとはお願いね。
Actually, there's been a small change of plans. Nobuki asked me to let her deliver the speech instead, so I've given the job to her.
え？それはいいけど、山吹さんはいきなりで大丈夫なの？私は平気です。必ず役目を果たしてみせます。
And you know how reliable she is yourself.
本気で心配はしてないけど。じゃあ、よろしくお願いね。
Miminin seems to be acting much more seriously as well, displaying none of her usual antics. It only serves to further underscore the gravity of the situation.
小泉先生、全員揃いましたよ。
わかりました。生徒会の二人で決めたことなら、先生は何も言わないから。二人とも、あとはよろしくね。はい。
Thank you. That, she walks off towards the seats designated for teachers. Without further ado, the assembly will now be called to order. As my voice echoes throughout the auditorium, the crowd of students all fall silent at once. A light feeling of tension creeps over me whenever I speak in public, clearing my head and allowing me to stay calm. It would appear the same goes for Yoshino. Her expression tightened with determination. The reason we've gathered you all here today is to address the so-called rumors that everyone has undoubtedly heard of. On behalf of the administration, the student council will be outlining the school's official stance on the matter. Please listen well. If you please, please, Yamabuki.
はい。
え？こういう時って会長が話すもんじゃないの？
山吹さんって、確か選挙の時、恋愛反対派だったよね。
そうだったけど、もしかしてそれと今回の噂って関係あったりするのかな？
でも会長が山吹さんに任せたってことはなんかあるんじゃないか？
As I'd suspected, the students begin to murmur dubiously as Yoshino takes the stage. I hope she doesn't succumb to this pressure.
Student会副会長の山吹です。先ほど会長がおっしゃられた噂に伴う混乱についてですが、この噂は根拠のない噂であり、学園側に確認したところ、一度許可したことを簡単に取り下げることはないという証言をいただきました。ですので、皆さんが不安に思われている恋愛禁止になるということは起きません。よかった。
生徒会からそういう風に言ってくれると安心できるね。
どこから広まったかわかりませんが、あくまで噂は噂です。皆さん、これからも安心して学園生活を、恋愛を楽しんでください。
I could hear an audible sigh of relief from the students, and see a visible look of reassurance on the faces of the teachers. Only the profound trust placed in the student council could have commanded such a reaction.
じゃあ、あの噂ってなんで広まったんだ？
誰だよ、変な噂流したやつ。
てかあれじゃん、恋愛解禁を否定してた奴らの。
でもそれなら副会長もそっちだったろ。
静粛に。
Yoshino barks into the microphone, shocking the auditorium into silence. Her raised voice causes some feedback from the system as all eyes focus on her.
今回の件について、噂の出所ははっきりしていません。だからこそ、今ここで犯人探しをしてしまって、この噂が悪意もないまま勝手に広まっていたとしたら、ここにいる全員が犯人になるのよ。
The crowd begins to mutter faintly at these words.
みんなが知っている通り、私は元恋愛反対派の人間よ。そして、反対派だったにもかかわらず、今では二宮会長とお付き合いをさせてもらっています。自分の行動が矛盾していることなんて100も承知だし、自分でもおかしいって思うわ。でも、私は会長と結ばれたことで、結果的に友人と本気で向き合う機会を得た。そのおかげで、以前よりも本音で語り合える仲になれた気がするし、自分の価値観を相手に押し付けないで、相手の気持ちを考えられるようにもなった。だからって、私は過去の自分の考えを否定するつもりはない。ただちょっと、恋をしてる方が自分には合ってるかもしれない。だからこそ私は同じような体験をぜひみんなにもしてもらいたい。恋愛から学べることはたくさんあったし、むしろ恋愛をしないと学べないこともあった。例えば何ですか？大好きな人の喜ばせ方。
Vice President Yamabuki, please try to phrase things a little more discreetly, especially in front of the teachers. But Yoshino's response had already set the auditorium abuzz with noise, and the one and only Vice President Yamabuki herself is willing to go this far. How doubt does anyone now who would still believe the rumors were true?
今回の噂が誰も意図しないものであったにせよ、悪意があったものにせよ、生徒会として誰かを責めることは絶対にしないと、ここに約束するわ。その上でもし何か不安があったり悩みがあったりしたら、遠慮せずいつでも相談してください。なぜなら私は
That's it.
なぜなら私は
That is not that. That is not that at all.
恋愛解禁を成し遂げた生徒会の副会長だから。
So yeah, I feel this is... Yeah, yep. Ending credits. I'll be muting myself. That was fast. Was expecting this to go longer. No, well, I'm not complaining. It's been roughly 10 months since Yoshino and I began dating. We haven't had any major arguments in the meantime, and things have been going well between us. The only big thing that's changed is that we're no longer a part of student council. It's a tough pill for Yoshino to swallow, and for a time she'd sulked over the fact that we wouldn't have as much time to spend together. But soon enough, it came time for our university entrance exams, and we began spending much of our time studying together, even on the weekends. If anything, we were seeing more of each other than ever before. Today, however, we're taking a break from that to go out and experience the blazing sun. Swimsuit.
はじめ、暑い。
Oh, come on! You're the one who said you wanted to go to the beach. We haven't even been here for 20 minutes and you're already complaining?
だって、家族以外の誰かと海行ったことなかったし。
I like the heart under her sunglasses, for some reason.
学園生活最後だもん。彼氏と楽しく過ごしたって思い出欲しいじゃない？
I love that too, but if that's what you want, then why didn't you get rid of your floater and actually take a dip in the water? Better than being roasted by the sun, don't you think?
私泳げないのよ。溺れたらどうする気？
Those massive floaters on your chest, I doubt you could even sink if you wanted to.
はいはい。恋人同士でもそれセクハラよ。
I like how adapted she's become at this point. Like, she no longer gets embarrassed. Like, I feel before she would get almost unreasonably embarrassed by a comment like that. At this point, she's literally just like, yeah, we get it. Calm down. Why'd you even come to the beach in the first place, then? Maybe we should have gone for a hike in the mountains instead. You're not particularly scared of insects, are you?
そうね。実家に戻った時はあの子の虫取りに付き合わされるから、セミとかクワガタなら。
But spiders are still enough to scare you right off your chair, aren't they?
いつまでそれ覚えてるつもり？
Squish, squish. Jostled by a sudden wave, she clings to my head, smothering my face with her breast as she desperately tries to avoid falling into the water.
落ちる落ちる落ちる！はじめ！助けて！
Calm down, you're floundering around too much. Besides, it's still shallow enough for her feet to touch the bottom. Steadying the floater, I gently place her back in her original position.
ありがとう。危うく溺れ死ぬところだったわ。
No, thank you. They were really soft.
Huh?
No, thank you. They were really soft, I mean. They're occasionally irritated and as cute as ever. Still, though, you sure we shouldn't have gone hiking instead? I would have preferred to go somewhere we could both enjoy ourselves to the fullest.
そりゃ私だって山にも行きたかったけど、それじゃはじめ物足りないでしょ？
Why do you say that?
なんでって私の水着姿見たくなかった？
I'll admit that it's been on my mind ever since you said you wanted to go to the beach. Remember the last time you barged in on me during my bath? You were all babbling so much you couldn't even focus on your swimsuits.
あれは。
Hey, don't flail around again! You're gonna fall!
もっと早く言ってよ！
Squish, squish. Yoshino clings to me for dear life once again as she nearly falls into the water. When's she gonna learn? But given the way she's shoving her boobs in my face, I can't help but feel like she's doing it on purpose.
怖かった。
Hey, my nose isn't bleeding, is it? I wouldn't be surprised. Your titty attacks are getting me all worked up.
バカなこと言わないでよ。
I'm only half joking, though. Feeling her breasts against my face is getting me pretty excited.
というわけだから、今日は初めにサービスするために海にしたのよ。
By motorboating me in public, that's a bit much, don't you think?
水着の話よ。胸は事故。いい？事故なのよ。
Compared to how she was back when the ban was lifted, Yoshi became a lot more lax about inappropriate behavior. Nevertheless, she still seems to be keeping our relationship as wholesome as possible. He himself seems to be doing everything to make that not a reality, though. Well, while you're at it, mind if I ask you one more favor?
お願い？
If it's an oceanside memory you're looking for, finding a nice secluded spot to kiss is normally at the top of the list, am I right?
ちょっと待って。私多分、その平行世界の常識は知らない。
Don't worry, I'll teach you real good.
そこまでしてしたいの？
Well, in the matter of speaking, maybe Yoshino isn't aware of this herself. The truth is, you're just too cute, Yoshino. In terms of looks, you're pretty much my dream girl. Can't find a single flaw in you, with you.
褒めたってしないわよ。
Honestly, as her boyfriend, it's a bit worrying sometimes how easy he is. Let me put this clearly, once and for all.
何よ。
You are beautiful, Yoshino. And that's not just flattery. So whenever you do stuff like this to me, it honestly gets me stumped.
困る？
I wouldn't ever want to do anything to you that you wouldn't want. Like clinging all over you at school, for example. But you're just too cute. That makes it really hard to hold back sometimes.
そんなこと言われても。
Only time we get a good look at her skin is when we get intimate in a bedroom. She's not really the touchy-feely type in public, and her clothes aren't usually very revealing either, which isn't a problem. In other words, I've essentially been conditioned to have my switch flipped whenever I see her bare skin. That is a problem. What I'm saying is, it makes me really happy to see her in your swimsuit, but as a man, not being able to lay even a single finger on you is pretty tough.
そこまで言うなら、今日はとことん我慢してもらおうかな。
Evil. How evil. Yet I love it. You're evil!
だって普段は初めにからかわれてばっかりだもん。
This expression! Fuck yes!
こういう時じゃないと、初めのそんな顔見られないしね。
Just look at this! This is amazing! It's really that fun to toy with a man's heart?
すっごく楽しい。
Oh, she really got used to this. She really came to be in her element in these situations. Maybe I said a bit too much.
でも、ありがとね。付き合い始めてからだいぶ経つのに、そんなに我慢してくれてたなんて、私全然知らなかった。
That's because I've never told you. It's too embarrassing.
だから楽しいっていうか、すごく嬉しい。
Oops, she smiles. Wider than I've ever seen in recent memory. Incidentally, the biggest smile I'd ever seen her make was the one she gave me when I confessed to her over the school PA.
最近じゃ初めのこと、何でも知ってるつもりになってたけど、やっぱりまだまだ知らないことだらけなんだなって分かったし。
I can say the same to you, Yoshino. There's still a lot of things I'm learning about you.
つまり、それだけもっともっと私を好きになる可能性があるってわけね。
That's the wrong button. I wanted to point out that, might as well point out, her collarbone is merging into her swimsuit. That's a very positive way to look at it.
ネガティブよりはいいじゃない。さ、いい雰囲気になったところで、そろそろ帰りましょうか。
I've only been here half an hour!
エッチしたいんでしょ？
Well, I do, but what happened to making me hold it in?
それも楽しそうだったけどね。そもそも私、嫌なんて一言も言ってないし。
She is extremely open about this at this point.
むしろ言ったでしょ？いい雰囲気になったって。女の子としては、ムードを大切にしたいのよ。
I suppose I should be happy that we're on the same page now. To be honest, though, I'm not really sure what she means, but she seems to be enjoying herself as well, so I think it was the right choice to tell her how I felt.
でも、さすがにここじゃ無理だから、せめて初めの部屋で、ね。
I am man back first then, don't keep me waiting.
ちょっと、こんな海のど真ん中に置いてかないでよ。
Again, the waters here is shallow enough for it to stand. Sorry, it was just a joke.
まったく、ムードを大切にって言った直後にぶち壊すって、どんな神経してるのよ。
Guess I'm not very good at it. I'm too shy.
まあいいけど。ただその代わり、誰か寮に戻ってきてたらエッチはなしよ。
You all know that they're not talking about cuddling. That's no fair!
どうしてもしたいなら、これ、引っ張ってって。
She tosses over the rope attached to the floater. Alright, I'll pull you to shore. Hang on tight, okay?
あと、私を落としてもダメだからね。
You're just full of the man today, aren't you?
いいのいいの。ほらほら、頑張って。砂浜に向かって全速前進。
Whoops, I did not mean to press there. So yeah, honest to God, I'll be surprised if any of the other characters can surpass Yoshino. Turning your foe into your lover is the achievement I got from that. And we got the Omake screen. So the CGs, oh boy. There's others as well. Ah yes, the man himself. Oh, there's music as well. Jesus fucking Christ, what is this? Help, 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 help! This is a mess! What the fuck is this? This is beyond good and evil. Like, this game has good soundtracks. This is apparently the same. I suppose, potentially. I suppose. But yeah, like, what is with this music player screen? Can somebody tell me what the fuck is wrong with it? Because this is no. No, this is big no. Help. That's what I'm trying to say here, basically. What is this? Ugh. What have they done? Anyways, that's been Yoshino's route. See here, all the nice CGs. Everyone seems to have a similar number of CGs. I mean, she seems to have like. Actually, hold on. Like, this is the only one that came up outside of the main story. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so Shiori and Yui were the ones that were cucked. Good to know. Anyways, that's been Yoshino's route. So, and go ahead and put down in the comments below which character you want to see next. I'm currently leaning towards Ayaka. So, if one person said Ayaka and one person said Yui, I'm gonna go for Ayaka. If two people said Ayaka and one person said Yui, Ayaka. If two people said Yui, one said Ayaka, I'm still gonna go for Ayaka because I'm giving my vote the weight of 2. Because I'm the one actually playing this. So yeah. I sound like a fucking douchebag when I do that, don't I? Anyways, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. put in the comments down below which one you want to see next. And before anyone tells me, hey motherfucker, how the fuck are we supposed to know? How the fuck are we supposed to tell you in time when you're going to be recording tomorrow again? I think I might actually be streaming tomorrow. I think I'll stream. Potentially. I'll see about that. However, I'm leaving tomorrow up to decision. Like, I'm leaving it up to my own whims. And if I stream, it'll be on Twitch. So I will, of course, link the Twitch. So yeah. And the choice of stream is Smash. Or like anything I have over on good old Steam that I currently have downloaded. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this one and see you next time. Bye bye.